Next, I would like to invite AMIC Secretary General, Mr. Ramon Trozon, to give us an overview conference. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Magandang umaga. Good morning to all of us. On behalf of the AMIC Secretariat, your Secretariat, I would like to thank all of you for coming to your 27th Annual Conference. With the very fast pace in technological development, please check your seatmate if he's human or a robot. Please pinch your seatmate. It might be a robot, not a human, or maybe an AI. Make sure that you're seated beside a human. Okay. Our theme in this year's conference is, of course, Are You Human? Communication, Technology, and New Humanism. The 27th Annual Conference has 6 plenary sessions. We have the first immediately after this. Among the plenary speakers and moderators are leading communication scholars and practitioners in Asia. We're so happy that in this event, in this year, we're able to bring many of them here at Chulalongkorn. There will be 7 breakout parallel sessions throughout the 3-day event. Each breakout parallel session is divided into 3 to 5 simultaneous sessions. All in all, we have 40 parallel sessions throughout the 3-day. Interestingly, we received about 350 abstracts from 28 countries and approved 300 of them after an international peer review. Of the 300 approved abstracts, we hope 200 will be presented during the next 3 days. Countries that submitted significant numbers of abstracts include India, 90, Philippines, 81, Indonesia, 31, Thailand, Bangladesh, China, among others. Papers, the abstracts submitted are included in this very draft book of abstracts, which we will eventually publish offline and online within the year. This draft will be exhibited at the reception area tomorrow at the ground floor. Please review for any changes. Give the Secretariat your comments, inputs, if you have problems with your abstracts. But let me warn you, those who submitted abstracts beyond 300 words, they were automatically cut. Then you have to submit to us another abstract with the required 300 words. Okay, so that's it. Your papers can be submitted to the Asian Journal of Communication and Media Asia, but they have to go through a very rigorous, tedious screening selection process. So it does not automatically mean that your abstracts will be published, but they have to go through a very strict screening process, and it may take some time for the abstracts to be published. All parallel sessions will be held either at the 4th floor or 10th floor. Organizers have posted parallel session assigned rooms with the list of presenters at the ground floor and also at the 4th floor or 10th floor. Unfortunately, I cannot announce the rooms assigned for each theme this afternoon, but you have to do your exercise. I assume you're humans, so you can go to the 4th floor and then 10th floor to check your rooms. The rooms have the list of speakers, presenters for each parallel session. Very difficult process. Up to last night, midnight, we were changing some names, assignments, and so on and so forth, which explains why we cannot finalize the parallel session guides. But we know this happens all the time. Okay. If we miss your names, we do sincerely apologize. Please approach your secretariat. We will immediately address the issue for those whose names are missing in the parallel session guides. Okay, the draft 2019 Book of Abstract, as I said, is available at the Secretariat. Find time to review your entry or entries in some cases. If you have comments, leave it at the Secretariat, or you may again email us for your comments and suggestions regarding your abstracts. It will be published online and offline with its own ISSN. Lunch for the humans will be at the 4th floor. For robots, you don't have problems. For those who have opted not to take their lunch here, you can go to the next building and many other places here, which are very good food and very reasonable. May we remind you that the general membership meeting of AMIC will be held on June 18, tomorrow, in this building. We'll announce the exact place from 17 to 18:30. Please attend your annual general membership meeting for our members. Our gala dinner is scheduled also tomorrow at 8 p.m. This will be at the 4th floor, where we are going to have our lunch. During the gala dinner, we will honor this year's AMIC Asia Communication Laureate. It will also be sort of a homecoming to AMIC originals and icons. So please be ready with your smartphones for pictures with your idols. It will be a short homecoming, 2 hours, 3 hours, 2 hours at the most. We hope we can still organize a business matching partnership meeting on the last day. And this is in response to the challenge of Dr. Eddie Ko earlier, that there is very little interaction among ASEAN or Asian higher education institutions. We'll explain this more. There will be a room assigned where if you are on the lookout for universities, schools, institutions where you want to have good relationships in the future, not personal, institutional relationships, we'll arrange that you can visit this room and exchange cards, etc. For June 7, this afternoon session is 13 to 14:30, right? And then for the 14:30 to 1600, I think, there's a schedule of parallel session from 14:30 to 1600. Since there is no event after 1600, may I request that those panels which have more than 6 or 7 panelists, you may stay until 12 midnight. Okay. Just a joke. So you can stay up to 16:30 or maybe up to 17. So a 30 minutes or 1 hour extension would be appreciated. In particular, I'm referring to mindful communication, the Asian framework. We have 10 panelists in this forum. Confirmed, but I hope maybe some of them may not be able to come. It will be moderated because Vinod cannot join us, it will be moderated by Dr. Chandra Patanayak. Cyber Wellness has 2 simultaneous sessions. The first session will be moderated by the Deputy Dean, and Cyber Wellness B by the Dean of Miriam College. Social Media has 2 sessions also, Anthony Pennings and Dr. Skylistad. I hope I pronounced. So those are the sessions for this afternoon. As I said, it's scheduled at 4:30 up to 1600. And if you need more time, you can extend for an hour or so or less. If your session is finished early, you can, of course, transfer to other parallel sessions. On June 18, Saturday, afternoon sessions, 13:30 to 15:30, 2 hours. And I think that's enough, even if you have more than 7 or 8 panelists for that for your particular session. May I request the panel moderators for the parallel sessions to have a group photo of your panel at the end of each parallel session for documentation purposes. At this point, I would like to acknowledge organizations which have supported us for this conference. Of course, Chulalongkorn University, represented by the Vice President and the Dean herself, who are with us. Please give them a round of applause again. Thank you very much, Dean Parichat and the Vice President Pirongrong. We would like also to acknowledge UNESCO Institute for Information Technologies in Education, which is based in Moscow. Represented today by Ma'am Tatiana Morovana. Please stand up, Tatiana. Thank you very much. They came all the way from Moscow, Russia. There's a group from Moscow. I think this will be the first time to have Russians in AMIC. We'd like to acknowledge Routledge, Taylor and Francis, which is publishing our journals, and they're supporting us. Upstream Media, Movi Media, Asia Research News, and our official hotel, Asia Hotel. May I also acknowledge the presence of, you met them earlier, the Board of Directors of AMIC, Chairman Dr. Crispin Maslog, our Chairman d'Honneur, Dr. Ang Penghua. Please stand. Professor Syed Idid Arabi from Malaysia. And of course, Dr. Pirongrong Ramasut. Also with us is the former chairman of the board of directors of AMIC, Mr. Arun Mahisnan from Singapore. Please stand up, sir. We have two former secretaries general, Mr. Jose Maria Carlos at the back, who is now chairman of the board of management, and Dr. Martin Hadlow from Australia. Also with us are some have been introduced, four former Asia AMIC awardees. They honored us again by their presence. Dr. David Robbie at the back. David, please stand up. And Dr. Edico mentioned her a couple of times. Dr. Georgette Wang. Please stand. The two other awardees who are with us, you've met Professor Edico and Dr. Maslog. If you have questions, comments, don't ask me. Thank you. Good afternoon to all of us. No, it's a kid. If you have any concerns, just come to me and the other secretariat, Fernando, for other questions. Yes, sir. That will be in the gala night. Okay. Okay, we have 4 books to be launched during the gala night. So please come so you could meet the authors of this book. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Just to relay the message that has just been announced, we are going to have 15 minutes break with refreshment on the 4th floor. And on that floor, we have put up the notice, information about rooms and venues for this afternoon session. So please look at the notice board. And we have prepared refreshment to suit all tastes and requirements. When you go down on the 4th floor, please bring your belongings with you. And we'll be meeting everybody again in this room in 15 minutes, 10:45 in this room. Thank you very much.